All right, everybody. This is Butch.
And this is John David.
Hey, guys.
Hey, how you doing?
We are here not doing a tant. Oh, sorry. Not doing a tant. And we're not going to call it TWA.
No.
We're not going to do that. What you don't know is yesterday in my little video that I did over there.
Yeah, I didn't even realize you did one.
I did a tant. And I mentioned that we might do this week at the Squire, and I tried to say it really really slow,
right,
so people would pick up on what I was trying to do.
People would kind of get it.
And someone said, well, you could do this week in the Squire.
That might have legs.
But, well, anyway, let's talk about some things.
I'm excited. This is going to be a good episode.
John David texted me this morning, or this morning, it doesn't matter, and said, why don't you come over and do it today, and we can smoke some. Ow! Yikes. So I said, I'll think about it.
If you couldn't see that, it's Balkan Sobranie.
Oh, sorry. So we're smoking. I've never had it.
This is the second bowl of it I've ever smoked. You know, I smoked a bowl yesterday. That was my first bowl. But, you know, Butch, this is really hard to get. I mean, you can, online retailers, brick and mortar like us, I mean, we can't get it. As soon as it comes out, you know, and it's not particularly expensive. I think it retails for, you know, 12, 13 bucks a tin. But, you know, when it comes out, it's just gone. It's just gone.
Doesn't Germain make it?
Yeah, JF Germain. They sure do.
Right. Do they make Esoterica?
They do. It's the same company.
So they just can't keep up with their pipe tobacco making?
They are craftsmen. So the folks at Germain are extreme craftsmen. And what they take their time on everything. Everything's aged a really long time. It's the processes they go through are just really particular. They're really well known for their Latakia blends. I mean, they really are.
Well, I see why.
Yeah, and you can tell the effort that's been put into it.
Wow.
So what do you think about it?
I love it. I came in today. Well, I didn't come in today to do this, but I was thinking about it. Yesterday I had some
Angry Cornishman?
Angry Cornishman, and that was my review yesterday. It was great. So I thought I was going to have some of that today, but woo! This is good stuff. Really good stuff.
It's tasty. You know, I think to think about this, you know, and you said this as we were kind of getting ready for our little video here, but you pick up a lot of different things. I'm a real Virginia smoker. I love clean tasting, natural tasting tobacco.
I like Latakia.
Real simple. And Butch, you're a Latakia guy. And so, you know, the thing I get from this Balkan Sobranie is that both are really highlighted well, I think. You know, I mean, you smell it. Obviously, it's a Latakia blend, but there's other stuff going on with it, and it's really pleasant. Really pleasant.
In one review, which I read a whole bunch this morning once he told me, one reviewer, which of course a bunch of those reviewers are whiny hiney holes because they are, because they keep bringing up about the old Sobranie, and I'm like, well, this is the one we have now, so let's just go with that. Let's just review the one we're reviewing. Well,
and with Sobranie, a lot of the tobaccos actually are so hard to get that they've removed it from the recipe, basically. I mean, that's my understanding, is they've actually changed the recipe some over time based on the availability of things.
Well, that makes sense.
And so, you know, the Sobranie is a lot like a wine where the recipe is similar over time. So when you open a tin, you kind of know what you're getting into. But a 2009 vintage might be extremely different from, you know, say, a 1985 vintage or something like that. Does that make sense?
It does, and that's what a lot of the guys were talking about. You know, they talked about the 1964, the 1985, the 1990s, and how it stopped in the mid-2000s.
And did you know, actually, that Balkan Sobranie, which we're both familiar with, and we sell here at the Country Squire,
which I have some,
that was actually started by a former owner of Balkan Sobranie who wanted to try to mimic this and bring it back to that similar quality level. And so it never, for whatever reason though, it just never caught on. Never caught on. So I mean, it caught on. People sell it and love it and buy it, but it's not as big. This is one of the most venerated tobaccos of all time.
It's not a superstar.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
That has a punch for me, the Sobranie.
Yeah. This is not quite as harsh. I don't think.
Yeah, that gives me,
Yeah,
that makes my head swim if I smoke too much of it.
yeah, yeah. But this is really tasty. Are you getting any tongue bite? Because I'm getting tongue bite.
Very kind to the tongue.
I've got to go help the customer. We're back. I had to go help a customer who just picked up the pipe again for the first time after about 10 years on a break, and he bought a couple tobaccos. Got Cherokee and Blue Ribbon.
Which we've done reviews on Blue Ribbon, but not Cherokee.
Have we not on Cherokee? Yeah, we'll have to do that at some point. Cherokee is our best-selling tobacco at the Country Squire. It's a natural Cavendish Virginia blend, and it's one of those that has a mild, semi-sweet taste, so you get a little sweet, but it really just has a nice tobacco kind of overtone to it. So it's got a nice root note.
Yeah.
It's one of those aromatic tobaccos, even though it's not flavor. It's an aromatic tobacco you can smoke pretty much every day and not get sick of. So
Right.
we sell a lot of it.
And there's a pediatrician who is 94 years old. Is he a pediatrician?
You know, I actually don't know if he was a pediatrician, but our local children's hospital is named after him.
That's why I thought
That's
that.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And his name is Blair Batson.
Yeah. And his niece
His niece,
comes in here and buys him tobacco when she's in town.
and he
Pretty
gets
cool.
a pound of Cherokee once a month, which, I mean, for a 94-year-old guy smoking a pound of Cherokee, that's pretty solid.
That's nutty.
That's pretty solid.
All right. I thought his picture was in here. Is that
No, but if you go in the lobby of the hospital, the Blair Batson Hospital here in Jackson, there's a huge portrait of him, and he's holding his pipe that he bought at the Country Squire, and he's smoking Cherokee, which is pretty great. So we're real proud to have served Dr. Batson for so long.
It's crazy. 94 years old. Keep smoking your pipes.
That's right. The doctor's orders, right?
Right, Dr. Dort. So,
So I guess we were talking about Balkan Sobranie, but no, we were going into tongue bite.
tongue bite, yeah,
Yeah.
because I was smoking something the other day. I think it's my lack of a technique. But
You're getting a little frustrated, right?
I was getting kind of frustrated because I was getting tongue bite all the time. And of course I could go slower. I'm trying to do that. But so I looked some stuff up today, and as you pointed out after I said it, as the tobacconist, you would know more about that than me.
Sometimes.
This time especially. It's a chemical reaction. It's a pH thing. And pipe tobacco is apparently alkaline. And so, like, John David is drinking coffee with his, which will cancel out the alkaline and give you no tongue bite.
Yeah.
Someone
It's
said
a lot.
a butterscotch, suck on a butterscotch
Is that right?
afterwards.
Interesting. Okay.
Or just a soda. So I have a soda here today because yesterday when I came in and got the Angry Cornishman, I was drinking a soda with it, and I had
Right.
a wonderful smoke.
And there's a lot of folks too that have picked out particular teas that help with tongue bite a lot.
Yeah.
The one I've heard mostly, and I always butcher the name because it's hard to say, but it's a pu'er tea, P-U-E-R, Chinese tea that's very earthy, almost has a
Okay.
kind of a soily flavor to it. It's actually really good if you like very robust, strong flavors. But I've had it before with a pipe, and I have to say, I think it soothed my tongue.
While you were smoking it?
Yep. Yep.
P-U-E-R?
P-U-E-R. There might be an H in there.
Yeah.
P-U-E-R-H, maybe?
I think there's an H.
There's an H somewhere.
Because I saw you talking about it one time.
Yeah.
All right.
It's really good, though.
So tongue bite, everyone, well, not everyone experiences it, because some guys wrote in that they've never had tongue bite before.
Wow. Jealous.
And I'm like, well, let me send you some of this tobacco I just tried, because it was tongue bite.
Sorry I wasn't the guy born with the golden tongue.
Right.
Yeah.
Sucks to be me. But, yeah, so I was interested in that. So I looked it up, and I thought we could talk about it, which we just have.
Yeah.
Um,
But, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, go ahead.
I was just going to say various tobaccos, treat your tongue very differently. And as the former owner of our shop, who passed away a couple years ago, still in the family, by the way. I just run the shop for a great local family here. But the owner, Mrs. Reeves, she used to describe some tobaccos as kind to the mouth. She would say, this tobacco is very kind to the mouth. She particularly said that about Cherokee. And what she meant by that is, and then she'd go into talking about tongue bite. When a tobacco is kind to your mouth, it doesn't have as much of the either natural sugars in it or artificial sugars in it, or just added sugar to interact
So,
with. We're back.
I cut John. Well, I did. My phone did. I think it's music on here is my problem, but I have a 16 gigabyte, so that was not me cutting him off. It was my phone cutting him off. So my many apologies. Okay.
I can't remember what we were talking
I
about.
can't
so-
either.
Let's just move on.
So how about them Nats?
Audio Nats
um,
playing their stick hockey and all that.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to that.
We were talking about tongue bite though, and I mean, so anyway, I think over time, obviously, for as most more experienced pipe smokers that follow us and are friends with us online, you figure out tobaccos that affect you less, and you figure out the cadence. For me, the cadence of my puffing, that rhythm I get in.
That's what I was going to ask you
is
about.
very important.
Yeah.
It's the you talked about earlier smoking at a slower pace. One thing that is really pleasing to do is to get that big plume of smoke.
Right. Now you're getting tongue bite.
See, it's so satisfying to see all
Yeah,
this
it is.
smoke. But the
Yeah.
problem is when you do that, you
Right.
you treat your tongue really harshly. Another big problem that a lot of people run into is they get tongue bite when they have trouble keeping their pipe lit. And the reason is the more often you have to relight your pipe, whenever you light your pipe, that is the hardest on your tongue of any point during the pipe smoking process.
Yeah.
And so keeping your pipe lit, learning how to do that is so important because you have to relight less and it's easier on your tongue. That's just kind of how it works.
Voila.
So and that comes into play with tamping and packing and all those kind of things. So, but anyway,
So
eventually you figure it out.
I don't think you always do, because then you get a tobacco that is not kind to the mouth.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
fair.
you think you haven't figured it out. So you try something different.
Yeah.
And I have found, which
That's
I know other guys have, that different pipes like different tobaccos, of course. And I think that's what was happening with me. So I'm figuring it out too.
Yeah.
And I've been smoking a pipe for a long time.
Yeah. What pipe are you smoking today? Is that your 7L?
7LA.
Yeah, 320 KS. Are you in the 320 club?
Yes. I started it. I didn't start it.
You-
But
To whoever started the 320 club. Just kidding.
no, it's not called the 320 Club. It's called the 320 Mafia. I'm in the 320 Mafia.
As it should be, right?
Yeah, of course.
That shape has a big following.
And actually, Miss Gwen sold this to me.
Yeah.
And what happened was, I told her, she was getting older, at the time, and as we all are. And I told her I wanted the pipe, and I bought it, and I was coming back for it, because I forget the situation, and she sold it to somebody else.
She was here till she was 89,
Right.
which is really impressive, but she was 89.
And she was like, "Oh dear,
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry." But she was sorry she did it, but she wasn't like apologetic. Like she was like, "I'll get you another one.
I'll just do it again.
I'll just do it again, and you have to wait another week." And I was like, "That's what I'll do. I'll wait another week
Fair
because
enough.
you sold it."
Right.
And it had my name on it. So you know what she said? "Dear, what is your name again?" She didn't know. She sold it to
Again.
just some guy.
Right.
Yeah. "Is your name Butch?" "Sure." If I can have that pipe, yeah.
Right. Right.
My name is Sam. Anyway, okay. Let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
Okay, Balkan Sobranie, or Sobranie, whatever. John David has been quite kind to let me try some of it, and it is all they say it is. Very delicious and very complex. Like it
Yeah.
keeps changing as the bowl goes down.
I feel the same way about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really good.
If you're in the Jackson area, over the next couple weeks, I'm actually, again, these tins are kind of hard to get, and I was actually gifted this tin from one of our friends online. We're going to keep it around until it's out, so come by the shop. Please come by, hang out, and try your bowl. We'd love
Yeah,
to-
come on down,
love to
man.
Let you try a bowl in the house.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Okay, very last thing. If nothing goes wrong, I want to come up with the name for his channel, or he does, or I do. It was my concern. So John David came up with Country Squire Drive-In.
Yeah, the idea is kind of to think about the TV or movies or cinema, and we're thinking about a cool channel for our YouTube channel, a cool name that would kind of evoke something maybe vintage, something cool, but
But with
not
Country
just-
Squire in it.
But with Country Squire in it, because that's our shop.
Because you have Country Squire Radio,
That's
which is
right.
their podcast.
That's right.
So make sure you go
Sure,
listen to
check that
that
out.
and watch it.
And but it's Country Squire TV. A lot of folks do the TV, and we could do that. I mean, that's an option. But
Well, if you guys have an opinion,
if you have
let
an
us
idea,
know. Yeah.
Yeah, let us know.
Or let him know. Whatever. I'll let
lots
him know.
of creative minds out there. So
Country Squire Cinema, kind of like that. We could do sepia and
yep,
or sepia.
yep.
Sepia.
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 Country Squire Cinema, drive-in.
I kind of like driving because I drive to get here
Yeah.
and then I come
It
in.
feels vintage, and you can smoke it at drive-in, right?
You can smoke it at drive-in.
I mean, you could drive in our shop. I mean,
You could open those doors.
there'd be a wall in the way, but
No, those doors are big enough for my car. I have a Honda Fit.
yeah, you could get through this.
Yeah. And I suggest getting a Honda Fit, except what happened to me. This is the weirdest thing.
What?
There's a guy up on Pear Orchard Road,
Right.
which there never was a Pear Orchard. That's another story. He has a remote control airplane thing that
Is
he
it a
flies
drone?
up in.
A drone?
It's not a drone.
Oh, okay.
It's just a toy.
Okay.
But I drove past him and my car started going in circles. So watch it if you get a fit.
This is Country Squire Cinema Gold, right?
Right here. I was like, what the? I was like, turn that thing off.
Aren't you glad I didn't spit my coffee all over you, bud?
I wish you had.
It would have been great
That would have
TV,
been funnier.
right?
All right. On that note, if you guys have an opinion, let us know.
Let us know, really.
We're going to change the name of the YouTube channel from Country Squire 1970 to Country Squire whatever.
Whatever. But something about TV, movies, cinema,
Something.
it's something that evokes, our shop has kind of an older vintage feel to it. So
Absolutely.
maybe if we could work that in, maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Just let us know.
Yeah.
And I guess that's it. I thought there was one more thing, but I have 10 other thoughts competing for that.
If you have a pipe club that you're a part of, let us know, in the comments or whatever. We'd love to maybe give y'all a shout out. On our channel.
Absolutely.
Love to do that. If you're in the Jackson area, Mississippi area, or anywhere in Mississippi, we have folks that come in from all over. But next week, October 7th, we actually are having a pipe club meeting at Fondren Public, which is kind of a beer garden type place in our neighborhood Fondren right here in Jackson. So I'm really excited. They've got a great back patio.
And I can't come to it because I'll be teaching.
You'll be teaching.
But it's okay. I'll hit the next one.
We had to pick Tuesday night so the restaurant would let us open it up for that back area because it'll be kind of a slow night for them. But they've got like over 40 beers on tap, I think, which is really nice.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Great. All right. Well, let us know what you think.
Yeah.
And Balkan Sobranie, of course, very good stuff.
Yes.
Now you know what to do about tongue bite,
Right.
and we'll catch you guys next time.
Have a good week.